The Bermuda Triangle sparks a lot of fear and curiosity in people whenever it is mentioned. It's not a surprise, of course, seeing as it is one of the most mysterious places here on Earth. A lot of mystery surrounds this region because of the disappearances of ships and planes in the area. Over the years, people have tried to solve these mysteries, but has anybody found the answer? From the most mysterious cases to the craziest theories, keep on watching for some Bermuda Triangle facts. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more neat facts to discover the world one click at a time. Number 1. The Bermuda Triangle is around 500,000 square miles of the Atlantic Ocean. It is near the Atlantic coast of Florida, specifically Miami. Puerto Rico and Bermuda, which is overseas British territory, surround the triangular region's borders. Number 2. Storms from different directions cross this region. Because of this, the waters surrounding the Bermuda Triangle are often turbulent. Rogue or extreme waves often occur here, to the point that the height of waves can go over 100 feet. Number 3. The record of disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle doesn't exactly live up to its name. That isn't to say that the number of recorded disappearances isn't alarming, of course. Some people just believe that the Bermuda Triangle's reputation might exaggerate the reality a bit. Number 4. Around 20 airplanes have disappeared into the Bermuda Triangle. Rescue missions were often sent out for the missing aircraft. However, even some of these rescue teams vanished without a trace. Number 5. Around 50 ships have mysteriously disappeared in the area as well. Some of these ships completely disappeared. Other ships were found completely abandoned. What baffles many is that some of these ships did not send out distress signals. They sailed to the Bermuda Triangle only to never be seen or heard from ever again. Number 6. The Bermuda Triangle is still one of the busiest shipping lines, despite the mystery surrounding it. The scary tales might terrify some pilots and sailors, but both airplanes and ships continue to pass through the Bermuda Triangle to transport all kinds of goods. Number 7. Devil's Triangle and Devil's Island are other names for the Bermuda Triangle. Early sea travelers heard the cries of cowbirds and wild pigs from on shore. The gloomy atmosphere surrounding the Bermuda Triangle didn't help either. Effectively scared, they gave the region the nickname Devil's Island. Number 8. Some believe that William Shakespeare's The Tempest inspired the reputation of the Bermuda Triangle. The Shakespearean play The Tempest is a tragic comedy set on a deserted island, inhabited by fantasy creatures. The story begins with a ship caught in a powerful storm, which destroys the vessel and carries the survivors adrift to the mysterious island. Like what happened in The Tempest, some believe that magical creatures also caused the disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle. This might be why people believe the Bermuda Triangle was an enchanted island. Number 9. Some people also believe that the Bermuda Triangle is related to the legend of Atlantis. The legend of Atlantis is about the ancient civilization of Atlantis. According to the story, the people of Atlantis became greedy and corrupt after they advanced into a utopian society. This angered the gods, and they sent earthquakes that caused Atlantis to sink to the bottom of the ocean. Number 10. Christopher Columbus was one of the first to draw intrigue around the Bermuda Triangle. Italian colonizer Christopher Columbus recorded something strange about his visit to the Bermuda Triangle. In his log from October 8, 1492, he noted his compass did not point to the magnetic north. Number 11. In the Bermuda Triangle, a magnetic compass points to the true north. Compass needles point to a magnetic north. However, travelers will notice that their compass will point to the true north within the area. True north refers to a fixed point on the globe that is north, according to the Earth's axis. Number 12. The name Bermuda Triangle was first coined in 1964. In an issue of Argosy magazine, American author Vincent Hayes Gaddis gave this mysterious region the name Bermuda Triangle. Following this February issue, he continued to write several stories about the suspicious activity in the Bermuda Triangle. Number 13. Before its official name, many journalists were already writing about the Bermuda Triangle. One of them was Edward Van Winkle Jones, who was one of the first to document the mystery surrounding the Bermuda Triangle. He wrote about the missing ships and planes in his articles in the Miami Herald. In one of them, he wrote, "They were all swallowed without a trace," referring to 5 US Navy torpedo bombers that vanished in the region on December 5, 1945. Number 14. Writer George Sand also wrote about the Bermuda Triangle. George Sand was a French romantic writer. She wrote Sea Mystery at Our Back Door, a short article about ships and planes lost in the Bermuda Triangle. This was published in Fate magazine, a US magazine that features writing about paranormal activity. Number 15. Flight 19 was one of the disappearances that George Sand wrote about. 5 Grumman Avenger bomber planes, or dubbed Flight 19, left Florida's naval base on December 15, 1945. However, they never returned from their routine navigation and combat exercise. They lost contact with the base and were never seen or heard from ever again. The reason behind their disappearance is still a mystery, but George Sand suggested that the supernatural had something to do with it. Number 16. One of the biggest ships to disappear in the Bermuda Triangle was the Cyclops. Cyclops was a 550-foot-long ship that regularly transported goods in the Baltic Sea, Caribbean, and Mexico. As a naval asset, it shipped coal around the world and often helped refugees as well. More than 300 crew members and 11,000 tons of manganese were on board when the ship disappeared. Number 17. Cyclops' disappearance remains a mystery to this day. Cyclops vanished in the Bermuda Triangle in March 1918. As it was returning from Brazil, Cyclops sank deep into the area between Chesapeake Bay and Barbados. This Navy vessel was more than equipped to send a distress call to base, but it never did. What's more is that the wreckage was never found, adding to the mysterious reputation of the Bermuda Triangle. Number 18. Star Tiger aircraft's disappearance is another mystery that surrounds the Bermuda Triangle. The Star Tiger is an aircraft from a UK airline called British South American Airways. As it was flying in between Santa Maria and Bermuda, Star Tiger vanished. This incident happened on January 30, 1948, but it remains unsolved to this day. Number 19. Douglas DC-3 was also lost to the Bermuda Triangle. In the 1940s, they knew Douglas DC-3 to be one of the most reliable aircraft ever. That is, until it disappeared on December 28, 1948. As it was passing through the Bermuda Triangle, as it flew from Puerto Rico, the aircraft suddenly vanished. The 3 crew members, 29 members, and the aircraft itself were never recovered. Number 20. A yacht named Witchcraft also disappeared in the Bermuda Triangle. Cabin cruisers and yachts also traveled through the Bermuda Triangle. Despite being smaller than cargo ships, they too disappeared mysteriously. Witchcraft was a 23-foot yacht that left Miami and never came back. During their journey, the captain called the Coast Guard for help, citing that their ship hit something. When help arrived, however, nobody was there. There was not a single evidence of the ship even landing there. Number 21. Carroll A. Deering, another mystery from the Bermuda Triangle, is known as a ghost ship. While the wreckage of some ships were lost forever, a surfer found the Carroll A. Deering near Cape Hatteras in North Carolina. However, none of the crew were on board. 2 days before this, a crew member had sent a distress signal to report that the ship lost its anchor, so they couldn't dock. The disappearance of the crew members earned the Deering its ghost ship title. Number 22. To this day, Carroll A. Deering remains one of the most famous incidents in maritime history. Speculation about the crew member's disappearance continues. This cargo ship was 255 feet long and 44 feet wide. It weighed almost 2,000 pounds. For it to turn up empty on the shore spooked many people. Number 23. The presence of methane hydrates in the ocean could explain these disappearances. Methane hydrates is a type of natural gas. This can cause bubbles to form in the ocean. Studies show that these bubbles could even sink a ship. Furthermore, research has also found that they can create bubbling water. These occurrences can decrease water density and disrupt buoyancy. Number 24. Tornadoes could also be a plausible explanation for the missing ships and planes. Scientists have recorded waterspouts or tornadoes occurring in the Bermuda Triangle. This causes ocean levels to rise, plus, water currents also grow stronger. These can both easily overturn a ship or knock out planes flying close to the water. Number 25. Another scientific guess is based on the strange clouds above the Bermuda Triangle. Meteorologists found that hexagonal-shaped clouds formed above the Bermuda Triangle. These types of clouds can create waves that might be big enough to hit both ships and planes. In fact, scientists argue that these clouds can even reach a speed of 170 miles per hour, which is equal to the speed of a Category 5 hurricane. Number 26. Others believe that the Bermuda Triangle is a wormhole. An interesting theory about the Bermuda Triangle disappearances is that the Bermuda Triangle is actually a time machine. They believe that it connects two different points in time and space. Number 27. Some also suggest that the Bermuda Triangle is an alien portal. They believe that the Bermuda Triangle houses a portal that connects Earth with an alien planet. Thus, planes and ships that disappear within this region might have simply entered this portal by mistake. Some theorists might argue that they were taken into this portal against their will. Number 28. Meanwhile, others argue that the UFO sightings in the Bermuda Triangle are already the answer. For those who believe in the paranormal, they believe that UFO sightings explain the sudden disappearances of the ships and planes. Some of them speculate these UFOs descended onto Earth and abducted them from the water and skies. Number 29. Of course, there are also those who attribute these disappearances to human error. Several islands occupy the region of the Bermuda Triangle. Some say that this can confuse pilots and captains alike. They might lose their way and lose fuel before landing. Number 30. The magnetic phenomenon in the Bermuda Triangle is another theory. Since compasses point to the true north instead of the magnetic north, people believe that captains and pilots simply miscalculated and went in the wrong direction. This, however, does not explain missing vessels that were never heard from ever again. There is truly no shortage of the stories about the Bermuda Triangle. Throughout the years, this infamous region has continued to baffle many. Both scientists and paranormal enthusiasts alike have been left confused. With so little evidence even to this day, people can only speculate and theorize. One thing's for sure, the intrigue surrounding the Bermuda Triangle continues.
If you enjoyed our video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more facts videos.